I'll just share about tracking, and then after I'll invite Stan to practice tracking with me. So tracking is the first skill of the community resiliency model. It is the foundation for helping stabilize the nervous system. All the other skills, including tracking, all the other skills includes tracking, and and tracking simply is noticing and paying attention to sensations. It's to pay attention to what is happening inside the body in the present moment. That's the key, in the present moment. So there are doorways of expanding well-being, and these are simplified doorways to understand, first understand our experience, and thus having the capacity to expand our well-being. So conventionally, when something happens outside of us, we may experience it through the first door of thinking. Sometimes you may get preoccupied thinking about what happened and maybe trying to find some meaning or making sense of what happened. We may even express our feelings about what happened. That is the second doorway, feeling. Especially if we can count on someone we trust or a counselor, we may express our feelings about that thing that happened. The third doorway is of sensing. So sensing into what happened. And this is our birthright that many of us has forgotten. So the community resiliency model focuses on the doorway of sensing. So it's also possible to expand these doorways to include other intelligences of the body, imagination, for example. But for now, we're just going to keep it simple and say that human beings think, feel, and sense. So we have learned that our life experiences, including our thoughts and feelings, all have a corresponding sensations within the body. Which brings us to our next slide. So this is an image here that's a result of a research coming out of Finland in the Human Emotional System Laboratory that uses a laboratory that maps the brain of the brain basis of emotions using state-of-the-art nuclear medicine imaging to map pretty much the what we're sensing in the brain to how it lands on the body. So the goal of this group is to unravel the neurochemical and functional mechanism that supports human emotions. So earlier we spoke of the doorway of sensing. So sensations refers to a physical experience in the body. So every thought and emotion has a corresponding body sensations. So sensation are another doorway into understanding our experience. And as you can see here in the image that there's different colors to represent different sensations on the body and their corresponding emotion. Like for example, the first one is of anger, and you can see it depicted as red in the upper area of the body. And a complete contrast, is depression, which represent as blue, showing up as blue in the body, and a little bit on the head and along the arms and legs, and the organ area, it doesn't have any, doesn't light up. So sometimes though, especially because of our conditioning, we're not in tune with these sensations. We're not in tune with what's going on in our body. And, we may be angry and say that, no, we're not angry. So thinking that, nope, I'm not angry, and saying I'm not angry. But however, the body can tell another story, as you see in the picture here. So paying attention to sensation can give a person greater awareness of of emotions and thoughts. Um, so I remember my mentor sharing with me early on that, trust your body. So personally, because of my cultural conditioning, I have to rely on sensations to really know what's going on with me, because the body never lies. So now we'll get into some practical elements, which we'll look at practicing the tracking exercise. So I'd like to invite Stan to do this exercise with me. Stan, are you ready? Okay, so I'll just see about bringing up Stan. There you go. Hi, Stan. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank
Good. Wonderful. So, Stan, before we have echo. Do you hear echo?
No, I'm not hearing an echo.
Okay, why am I hearing the echo? Okay, the echo is gone.
Okay.
So, Dan, welcome to the live stream. I just want to start by saying thank you so much for agreeing to come on to share your presence and also practice with me the two skills.
All right. Okay.
So, before we start, though, just so people can locate you, place you, you want to introduce yourself a little?
All right. Good night. I am actually Devon Lopez. I'm actually in Clarendon at the moment, where I live with my family and kids. I don't tell people that I live in Four Pass because we have a Mapen Four Pass and a Chapelton Four Pass. So I usually just tell them Turners. So, and actually, you'll hear me being referred to as Stan because that's what I'm affectionately known as.
Yes, in Jamaica, um, one may have many names.
Uh,
So I'm learning to embrace my many names too.
oh, really?
All right. So Stan has again agreed to practice with me. So I want to just invite him now. So Stan, I'm inviting you to just hold both your hands, palms facing each other,
Mhm.
and to pretty much just start rubbing your hands, and gradually rub a little bit more faster. So increase the speed a little bit more. And as you're rubbing, let's get curious. What sensations are you noticing as you increase the speed?
Well, for one, there's a lot of heat based on the fiction I'm getting, I presume.
Yes.
Um, eh, I'm actually, I don't know, because of the rubbing, I'm actually feeling the skin getting a little tingly as well because I don't know if it's the rough surface of my hands or whatever not, but right, it's definitely getting warmer the faster I go.
Mm.
Um,
Okay. And
and
what are
then
you? Are you noticing anything on the inside your body as you do that?
well, I actually am hearing because of the sound of while rubbing it. I'm actually focus on the sound and then I'm listening to the my heart rate as well.
Okay. Is your heart rate increasing or decreasing,
Yes,
or
it is. It has gone up a little bit. Not too
okay?
much, but just a little bit.
Is it pleasant, unpleasant, neutral?
No, not really. The only thing with the rubbing is that I don't know if it's the angle that I'm lying at, but then in the elbow is a little fatigue.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Stan. You can stop rubbing now.
Thank
And
you.
so perfect timing to rest your elbow.
Yeah.
But what are you noticing now that you've stopped? Just tune into the body to see what is there right now.
I'm feeling a little trembling. I don't know. You know, I I guess because this sound of the hand, and the area that I am, it's gotten quite quiet, and then my my hearing is more in tune to what's around me now.
Mm-hmm. And how about the temperature of your hands?
Well, it's still a little throbbing, but it's cooling down.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you noticing anything else?
Well, just I feel the fingers are a little tingly.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I was curious, um, how was that experience for you? Was there anything surprising in it?
Well, outside of, well, I actually expected the heat, but I didn't actually expect it for while it was going on with the sound to get in tune with my heart, listening to the heartbeat while the sound was going on with the hands. That was a little bit surprising.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And was it easy for you to identify sensations?
Yeah, pretty much. It
Okay.
was pretty much straightforward based on, well, as I said, the first notable one was the heat, and then the tingling came afterwards, and then while you continue going faster and faster and listening to the sounds, and then you get in tune with the heart. So yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Stan, for coming on and sharing this practice with me. And I'll call you again in a little bit when we get to resourcing. So thank you. So as you witness the steps of tracking, um, the first step is noticing, paying attention to what is happening inside the body. So we use the exercise of rubbing the hand just to generate some sensations, some activities in the body. And then the first step is noticing. The second step is determining whether or not the sensations are pleasant or unpleasant. And the third step is sometimes we'll get to practice more of when we go into resourcing, which is to stay in with sensations that are pleasant or neutral. So over time, practicing the skills, one can start to develop a sensory language. As you hear, Stan shared about tingling sensations or heat. So those are two sensory language. So we'll touch on that in a little bit. Okay, we'll move forward. So we'll talk now about the three brain. Um, I'll just bring up the slide. Okay. Yes.